Hi, and welcome to our Employee Wellness Program Nutrition Series. I'm Kaylin, and together over the next couple months, we're just going to explore different ways that we can fuel our bodies and feel our best at home and at work. So whether you're just trying to make smarter food choices, gain more energy at your work every day, or just learn about what's really in your lunch, you're in the right place. All of our videos are going to be quick, efficient, straightforward, and they're just designed to give you the tools you need to make your best choices so you can feel your best every day. So today we're going to just start with nutrition basics, understanding our macronutrients, our micronutrients, and then also we're going to dive into a little bit of learning about reading food labels, just so that when we're in the grocery store and we're busy and we're tired, we've already had a long day, we can just make smart, efficient, good choices while we're shopping. So let's get into it. So like I said, today we're just breaking down the building blocks of nutrition, the macronutrients, the micronutrients, what are they, and why do they matter? So macronutrients are the nutrients your body needs in large amounts to thrive and function. And there are three main types: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So what are carbohydrates? Well, carbohydrates' main role, it's a primary energy source for your brain and for your muscles. You can get carbohydrates in whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. And choose complex carbs like brown rice or oats over processed foods such as white bread or just sugary snacks. The next one is protein. Protein is very important because it builds and repairs tissue. It boosts immunity. It's important for your muscles and for your hormones. You can get protein in a variety of different ways, from chicken, fish, eggs, tofu, beans, Greek yogurt, and always have a protein in every meal. It's just going to give you energy and just fuel your body so you can stay full all day long. And finally, our last one we're going to talk about is fats. Healthy fats support brain function, hormone production, and the absorption of vitamins. You can get healthy fats in avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fishes. And always focus on the good, healthy fats and limit the trans fat, like in fried foods or margarine. So really think about balancing your macronutrients when you sit down with a plate full of food every day. And think about your plate. You want half of your plate to be fruits and vegetables, that quarter of your plate to be lean protein, and then that other quarter of your plate to be a whole grain or a starch. And always feel free to add in a healthy fat like an avocado oil or an olive oil. So now we're going to talk about the micronutrients. Micronutrients are just vitamins and minerals your body needs in smaller amounts, but they're just as important as your macronutrients. So some key micronutrients would be vitamin C, which is important for your immune function. And you can get vitamin C through citrus, bell peppers, or broccoli. Another key micronutrient is iron, and its main function is for oxygen transportation. You can get iron through red meat, lentils, or spinach. Next one would be calcium and vitamin D, and that's crucial for your bone health. You can get calcium and vitamin D through milk, fortified plant milk, and salmon. Another key micronutrient is your B vitamins, which supports your energy metabolism. And you can get your B vitamins through eggs, leafy greens, and whole grains. And finally, our last key micronutrient is magnesium and potassium, and their primary role is for nerve and muscle function. You can get magnesium and potassium through bananas, nuts, and beans. So when you think of micronutrients, think about eating the rainbow. So eat a variety of color foods, and oftentimes each color represents a different micronutrient. So make a colorful plate. So just some practical tips for your macro and micronutrients is prep ahead so you're not tempted by vending machine snacks or just snacks that are out and about and that are easy and overly processed. Always stay hydrated. Even mild dehydration can affect your focus, and a lot of times if you're dehydrated, it's gonna make your body feel like you're hungry, and then you're just gonna be overeating. Choose whole, minimally processed foods most of the time. Everything in moderation. And last, listen to your body. Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're not. So take your time while you're eating a meal. Don't just sit down and keep eating and keep eating. Eat a little bit and stop and take a break. Listen to your body for a moment. How do you feel at that moment? So next thing that we're going to cover is just understanding food labels. I know I've done it before. Have you ever stood in the grocery store line just staring at a label, just questioning whether it's healthy or not, whether I should just make this choice or not make this choice, and just not understanding it? So I'm just going to show you today just quick, easy ways to just read food labels so you can confidently just fuel your body with better choices. So first tip would be always begin at the top. Check your serving size and how many servings are in the package. So like a lot of times, you won't realize you're eating 2 or 3 servings in one go until you look at the label. So let's say, for example, you're in the grocery store, you pick up a bag of small chips and it says there's 2 servings and you eat the whole bag of chips, you're doubling the number on the label. So really keep that in mind. And there's focus on 3 big things when you're at the grocery store reading your labels. One big thing to focus on would be added sugars. Look for added sugars under total sugars when you're reading your label, and try and keep the added sugars under 25 grams a day for women and 36 grams a day for men. And here's a big red flag. If added sugar is one of the top 3 ingredients, don't do it. Don't do it. Next one would be fiber. Fiber is very important. Aim for at least 3 grams of fiber per serving. More is always better when it comes to fiber. Fiber just helps you stay full and supports digestion. And the last one to look for is sodium. For packaged foods, under 140 milligrams is considered low sodium. And be mindful of hidden salt in soups, sauces, and snacks. So next is always read the ingredient list. Scroll to the ingredient list, and this is where a lot of the truth lies. Look for whole ingredients like whole oats, brown rice, and almonds. Short lists with recognizable words. So if you see it and it has an ingredients list this long, don't do it. Always watch out for artificial colors and flavors, hidden sugars like corn syrup, cane juice, and dextrose. And finally, watch out for hydrogenated oils such as trans fats. So, rule of thumb, if you can't pronounce it or wouldn't cook with it, it's probably best in moderation or not at all. And health claims aren't always healthy. So if you see something in the grocery store and it says natural, low fat, or gluten-free stamped across of it, still be aware. Just because it says it's natural, organic, or low fat doesn't mean it's healthy. So for example, low fat may be high in sugar. Gluten-free doesn't mean low calorie, and natural isn't a regulated term. Always double check the label and read the ingredients. So, couple quick key takeaways here. When you're reading your labels, check the serving size, watch added sugars, sodium, and fiber, scan your ingredients list, and don't be fooled by marketing. Nutrition doesn't have to be complicated. With the basic understanding of your macronutrients and micronutrients, you can make smarter, more balanced choices that support your energy and well-being at home and at work. Small changes add up. So knowing what you're eating empowers you to make better choices. All right, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it today, and I'll see you guys next week.